Hi, Instagram. Hello, Facebook. I got here. Hi, everyone. I hope you're keeping well. Looking forward to doing tonight's read. I feel well rested today. I've had a very, very lazy Venetian day on the sofa, relaxing and under the aircon and just chilling out and contemplating, dreaming away. Hi, everyone. Hello. Pop your name in the comments. Hi, Desiree. Lovely to see you. Hello. Yes. Oh, gosh. Well, from 1 to 14. Amazing. Hello, Joshua. Good to see you. Josh. I'm not calling you Joshua. Hello. Good to see you. No one on Instagram yet. That's okay. Hi, Diane. Hello. Hello, Leanne. Good to see you. Melanie. Hello. Marissa. Hi. Hi, Julie. Hi, everyone. Thrilled to see you here. Yeah, what was I thinking, Josh? Being all formal, hey? What's that all about? I'm not actually that formal. That's not my personality. I need to just chill out, relax a little bit, hey? Hi, Helen. Hello. Hello, everyone. No one on Instagram yet. I always feel a bit lonely on Instagram. Oh, look, Joe's jumped on Instagram. Now I'm not so lonely. I was just commenting Instagram on Facebook. I always feel a bit lonely on Instagram. Bit of a, nobody loves me on Instagram. It's fine. It's okay. I can handle it. Hello, Katja. I don't know what your name is. Can you put your name in so I can actually, refer to you respectfully by your name? Hello, Joe. Oh, Danielle. Hello. Hi, Tina. Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. So good to see you here. I've just had the most beautiful day. I woke up this morning and I went and had a sound healing with the amazing frequency DJ Ruth, who is in Perth, and her sound is ethereal. She is the voice of the goddess. It was absolutely stunning. She took me on a journey. It was just amazing. I'm still processing the journey. It was incredible, so beautiful. It's not just a sound healing with bowls and, gongs and stuff. It's her voice. Her voice takes you on a journey. It's her song. Oh, beautiful. You must, if you're in Perth, you must. She's like a hidden gem. Not enough people know about her. She's amazing, really. And I'm fussy with sound healings. I get very bored of them pretty quickly. Much of a muchness, everybody can play a bowl. Doesn't take that much of of a genius to ting a bowl. But she does. It's her voice, and it's not just toning. People think they can tone as well, and they can't. But she can. I'm telling you, if you're in Perth, you must. I've just been in this beautiful dream state all day. Yes, such a beautiful session. So hi, Becky. Hello, Sue. Hi, Scott. I'm really well. I'm dreamy. I'm all dreamy with Isis. Took me on a journey to Isis. It was just beautiful. Hello, Libby. Hi, Sonia. Oh, I love meditation as well. Yes, Ruth is in Perth. So if you're in Perth and you want to experience this, I recommend booking in. She is known as the frequency DJ, and don't think it's DJing. It's nothing like that. Don't let the name deceive you at all. Anyway. Oh, you found your Mythic tarot cards. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, I'm thrilled for you, Kelly. That's awesome. Okay, let me shuffle the cards. So whilst you're all here, whilst I wait for a few people to jump on, I need to let you know I've got something so beautiful on offer. It's such a beautiful offering. So I'm running a 9-month tarot course. The next one starts March the 1st, 2023. You will receive $2,300 in savings. I'm going to gift you a few different gifts for this course. It is a 9-month training and mentoring. I'm going to teach you how to use tarot psychotherapeutically. You will learn Jungian psychology. You will learn counseling 101. You will learn dream therapy. Of course, you're going to learn tarot therapy. You'll learn tarot psychology. You'll also learn narrative therapy. I've now incorporated aromatherapy, mainly to support you on your journey. And ready? This is the beautiful gift. This is one of my beautiful gifts. I've got 2 seats left. When you sign up, I'm going to gift you $207 worth of oils. Yes, that's what you're going to get. Sue, you didn't know that. If you have a look at my website, go and have a look. Go and have a look. $207 worth of oils. Free, yours. I'm going to send them to you when you sign up. And it's mainly to help you, to support you on the journey, because it is a very emotional journey. It's for those of you who not only want to learn how to deepen your craft in tarot, to stand out as a tarot professional, so moving away from fortune telling and stepping into your leadership, into your spiritual leadership, becoming a professional and ethical tarot therapist. But it's also a personal and spiritual journey. You will be doing therapy with me every week, working through any blocks or any unresolved issues that come up from the unconscious material that we uncover as we journey through the course together. It will be completely life-changing, I promise you. So you get that, as well as my two free courses on top of that. Psychic Circle, which everybody loves that course. That is the introduction to witchcraft and the goddess and intention work, spell work and psychic development. There's about 9 modules in that course. And then also Soul Work, which is a business coaching course. But of course, you're going to get all that business coaching with me throughout our 9 months together. So only 2 seats left. If you'd love to know more, please contact me. It's a big decision, hey? It's a big commitment to work 9 months with someone. If you feel called to it, please contact me. I've only got 2 seats left, and you can call me and ask me questions. It's a big decision to commit, to 9 months. I'm not going to try and sell it at you. Just talk to me and, ask the questions that you need to ask. So, okay, well, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do the energy report. Your spirit team, my spirit team, your higher self, my higher self, all working in sacred collaboration together. And I've put my hand up to do the reading for us this week. So, Phyllis, the course is an early bird price. The early bird is $3,666. The course is valued at $4,444. So that's you, me, for 9 months, every week. There's also what is called Member Vault. So it has all of the course content stored in there. And you get to keep that content for life. And every time I upgrade the course, you're going to receive that content too. So all the people previously that have done the course, they're now going to receive all the aromatherapy training that I'm adding into the course now too. So you'll receive the course forever. Oh, the blood of Jesus Christ. Let's get rid of him. Christ. What's going on with these guys? Block user. God, wasting our time. Anyway. Yes, the link is there. Have a look here. Please, please contact me if you're interested and you've got questions. Don't sit there and wonder, oh, shouldn't I? Contact me and ask me the questions. I don't mind. You can even call me if you want and have a chat to me on the phone. See if it feels good. Because you've got to be able to connect with me too, because you're going to spend every week with me for 9 months. That's a big we need to like each other, don't we? So anyway, okay, let me do the energy report for this week. I'll do that now. And I'm really excited about gifting my current students those oils. It is I know it's a generous gift, but I want to. I've received so abundantly throughout the years, not just with oils, but with my courses and stuff. I'm so grateful. I need to give back, and that's how I feel. I want to give back to my clients, and so I've decided I'm going to do that. So anyway, okay, let's pick 3 cards. The energy report for this week. I certainly need some, and you know what? I'm going to use some oils now. I'm going to use some ylang ylang, since in my beautiful sound healing experience today with with a beautiful Ruth, I was standing in front of Isis. She was white, golden light, and standing right in front of me, huge, gigantic, and my hands were out like this, and I was being anointed with these beautiful oils. Oh, ylang ylang is she is the goddess frequency. She's absolutely beautiful. Okay, let's pick 3 cards. All right. Don't know what they are yet. All exciting. They better be good. We all want loved ones, don't we? I want love. Who wants love? I want love. Let's see what we've got. First card. Now, if anything resonates for you, take it. It is for you. I'm drawing on the group consciousness now. It's a collective reading. Your energy is going to influence this reading. So I need to turn the cards over, don't I? Let's turn one over first. The first card. What have we got? Oh, this feels like, oh, it's just a beautiful card. Okay, so we've got, I was going to say this feels very karmic. It is a very karmic card. Judgment card. This card is one of the major cards in the Mythic Tarot. It's a trump card. What that means, being a major card, is that it's associated with a rite of passage, an initiation. This card represents cutting ties to the past. It represents having the emotional resilience now, the psychological and emotional resilience to look at the past and to be able to make, to qualify, to reassess, for use of better words, to get over what has happened. You know, finally we can come to terms. We're being called to just come to terms with what has happened. Look at what you've been able to achieve, assess how far you've actually come, and also look at what you could have done differently and what you won't do next time. Lessons have been learned. This is a great card. It is a karmic card, so it can be that lovers, or there might be connection, past life, other life connections with people that are crossing your path this week. This card represents the capacity to be able to face the past, to face the darkness, to face it. Can you see those mummies in the coffins? Yeah, that's the secrets, the dark, our shadows, the shadows of the past. But being able to face that now without being so triggered by it, without being broken by it, to finally cut ties. So I feel with this card, it is very much about like a psychic evolution, where we are being called this week to let go, to let things be, and to move forward, to move on, to cut ties to the past. But that will require you to go and have a look at where there might be some unfinished business. Where do you need to tie up some loose ends to finally let things go, to finally move on? This card it's a precipitator of the rebirth. So we're in preparation for this rebirth, but before we can rebirth, we do have to come to terms with the past. We have to get to come to a point where we understand the why it all happened. So there is, it is a card of self-reflection. We can see that by the fact that it's in, those stairs down into the dark. The stairs down into the dark is into the underworld. And the underworld represents your unconscious or your personal unconscious. That unconscious material, or the personal unconscious material that relates to your childhood, the things, repressed memories, or emotions that you haven't really fully owned yet, or fully faced yet, or memories of the past that you've kind of kept out of your awareness so that you can sort of function. This card suggests that you're now ready to do some of that work to finally cut ties to it. It is a beautiful card. It's such a rich card. We can see that can you see here that these pylons here, columns, I should say, pylons. What word is that? What is that? A pylon? A column. See those two columns there? They represent the light and the dark, because our unconscious material, yes, we're going to see all the good things that we've sown and that we're reaping. And we're also going to see some of the things that we probably could have made better choices with, and maybe not so joyful, and that may have created suffering. So when this card comes up, it really is about karmic energy. It is about looking at it. For some of you, you'll be sowing what you've reaped. You'll be reaping what you've sowed, I should say. Reaping what you've sowed. And it's a good card. It's not a negative card. And yeah, it's time to cut ties to the past. We're being called to cut ties to the past. And let me say this, just let me reiterate. People may come into your life where you feel a strong past life connection. And what does that mean? Well, there's obviously some kind of healing that needs to occur with that relationship, some kind of unfinished business that needs to occur, that is, that's looking for your loving attention, that's needing your loving attention. And usually that unfinished business is you owning up to some part of yourself that you haven't fully loved or healed or embraced. Okay, next card. Let's see. Yeah, pillars. I don't know what I was thinking, Leanne. Columns, pillars, pylons. It's just, that's just me. I do all these sorts of things, make up my own words, just make up my own words. Anyway, let's look at the next card. What have we got? Oh, the Eight of Swords. So, yes, this is an interesting card. This is not what I wanted, all right? I'm telling you now, this is not what I wanted. This is not the card I wanted to see, but it's not a negative card. So let's talk about the swords first. So the swords do represent karma as well. They are very karmic cards. That the swords in the Mythic Tarot are really about clearing karma. That is, removing distortion and getting closer to the truth, or becoming more honest with yourself about your life and what you're doing with your life and what you're choosing for your life and what you're doing in your relationships. Really, that's what we do when we're clearing our karma. We're being honest with ourselves. We're speaking our truth in a way, not to harm people, of course. But the swords, they are chaotic, and they do cause conflict, because we're not always going to make people happy when we speak our truth, when we say the things that need to be said, or we do the things that need to be done. In this card, Orestes, he's caught between a rock and a hard place. He's caught between Apollo, who has said to him here's Apollo, that you must fulfill your karma, you must fulfill your legacy, that you have to murder your mother. You have to do it because you need to avenge your father's murder. His mother murdered his father. It's a long story around that, but I won't go into it. And the Uranies stand over on this side, and they say, if you murder her, we're going to haunt you. We're going to haunt your dreams and terrorize you for the rest of your life. So he's kind of stuck between the two. He's either way. He's terrified of whatever decision. Of course, he doesn't want to kill his mother, and he certainly doesn't want to live. He certainly does not want to live with the guilt of killing her either. So he's stuck. And sometimes life is like this, right? We're stuck between a rock and a hard place. You're damned if you do, and you're damned if you don't. So you may as well go and do the thing you feel called to, and step into your power and become who you choose to be. And not everybody's going to love it, right? They're not. Not everybody's going to love how you show up in the world. Too bad. Too bad. You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. You may as well do the thing. So this week we're being called to just be brave, follow your heart, and do what you know is right action for you. Do the thing that you know probably scares the hell out of you, but you know you must. It has to be this way. It must be this way. So when this card comes up in a reading, it really is about stepping into your power. And by doing so, what you actually end up doing is clearing your karma. You start to change your own karma. You start to let go of old patterns of behavior, and you really are being called to step into your light, to step into your greatness. So this is a card of difficult decisions. Absolutely, some of us will have to make some difficult decisions this week, but you're being called to honor where you know the truth is. Don't distort reality to keep other people happy. Don't distort your reality to keep other people happy. Just go do the thing that you know is going to make you happy. Okay, now the next card. Oh, where's the love? Where's the love, everyone? Wait till you see the next card. Why? Why didn't we get love cards? I wanted love cards. Oh, anyway, all right. So we've got the three of wands. This is not a bad card. Look, they're not bad cards. These are great cards. Just, I wanted a bit of Aphrodite. Who wanted Aphrodite? I did. We all wanted a bit of the cups, temperance or something. Anyway, it's all good. Right. So we've got the three of wands here. So the wands represent soul purpose. They represent destiny. Now, the message with this card is that You know deep down what you've come here to do in this lifetime. And how do you know? Because it is what you never get sick of talking about. It is what you never get sick of reading about. It's what you never get sick of showing up for. Trust it. Trust it. Your soul purpose is your most unique personal development program that was designed just for you. And the way to tap into your soul purpose is to do what you love. And sometimes soul purpose isn't necessarily about making money. Sometimes it's got nothing to do with starting a business. Sometimes it's simply actually just spending your time, your energy, your money, and resources doing what you love to strengthen your connection to who you are and to strengthen your connection to your inner power. I believe that we all have a purpose in this lifetime. And yes, it does take some courage to step up into that purpose for sure. And it does require self-love, because there's got to be a part of you that allows yourself, that will love yourself enough to give that to yourself. The message is you are worthy of this crown. You are worthy of this love. Allow yourself to be initiated by your soul purpose. Let yourself be guided by the divine intelligence of love. It is the most powerful force in the universe. And of course, given that this is wands, given that this is fire, this is about following your passion. Your passion. Yeah, your purpose. Your passion to purpose. Following that, what you feel passionate about, what has you feeling lit, turned on. Like literally, you're getting off on it. You just love it so much. You can't have enough of it. You got to keep going towards it. And you keep going back and back and back again. We are being called this week to trust that, to let yourself have it, to gift it to yourself. You are worthy of it. Now, if you choose to do that, this is the power of the wands. If you gift yourself, if you choose to give this to yourself, what will happen is that you will then you are then sitting on the edge of discovery. So each time you take a step forward and you follow, you let love lead, mysterious paths open up, timelines open up that you hadn't anticipated because you were brave enough. You had the courage to say yes. And timelines open up for you. New opportunities open up for you that you would never have found had you not taken that step. So in the story, Jason has finally been given the crown. He finally understands his legacy, and he's been given this crown. And this is just the beginning of the adventure. 2023, let this be the beginning of your adventure. Following your heart, following your passions. It's karma. It's karmic. You've come here to do that. It's meant to be that. And fuck it. Honestly, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. What do you want to do? Go to your grave not doing what you love? Is that how you want to lead your life? Is that how you want your life to be? Because you can do that. It's your choice. You may as well do what you love. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you choose that for yourself? Yes, it's going to require you to stretch out of your comfort zone. Yes, it's going to require you to be, to feel a bit scared, to feel the fear and do it anyway. But if you don't, you're going to be doing the thing that you don't want to do for the rest of your life. Like, why would you choose that for yourself? Why would you choose that for yourself? I think that's insanity to me. That is insanity. Anyway, that's tonight's read. Let's do a quick summary. Yes, cutting ties to the past, letting go of what no longer serves you. A summary, like karmic. This is a karmic time. What you sow is what you reap. Karmic relationships, people coming into your life where you can finally find healing, when you can finally make peace with certain aspects of being. This card is a very healing card. You have the psychological and the emotional resilience now to be able to face the past and to handle this. So go in and do the soul work this week. Let yourself do the healing work. It's time. Let yourself do it. You're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. Just go and do what you love. Like, stop wasting time. Just calling it out. I'm calling it out, everybody. Stop fucking wasting time. Why? Why are you doing that to yourself? Stop it. It's torment. You're tormenting yourself. Just go and do the thing. Because you can't make everybody happy. Just make yourself happy. And yes, trust your purpose. Trust where you feel lit. Trust where you feel passionate about life. Let that lead. Let love lead. Let it lead you. And don't be afraid to go for what you to manifest, to bring into being what you love. After all, we've got to be the ones to make meaning of our lives. No one else can do it for you. You've got to do it for yourself. Okay, that was tonight's message. It's a powerful one, actually. Yeah, stepping into your power, just fully owning your skills, owning what you do, saying yes. Okay, so I'm going to do some one-card reads now. If you'd like a reading, please pop a question. Pop a question in, or just, oh, thanks, Jason. Love you. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate that. Do appreciate that. So whilst I'm giving the cards a bit of a shuffle and sort of feeling into who I'm going to read for, don't forget I've got my beautiful 9-month tarot training course that starts March the 1st. And it's all via Zoom. You can be anywhere in the world. You're going to receive $2,300 worth of freebies when you sign up. That includes the early bird discount, which I've extended. Plus, you're going to receive $207 worth of free essential oils. Beautiful oils, not cheap oils either. They're going to be doTERRA oils. I'm sending them to you. They're going to arrive on your doorstep. These beautiful oils that we'll work with to support you through this journey together. As you work psychotherapeutically through your own stuff. If you want to be a brilliant reader, really, if you want to be a talented reader, practitioner, therapist, tarot therapist, you really do need to do your own personal work. If you can only sort of reach people at the level, that the depth that you're willing to go inside of yourself, and it does matter. If you're not doing the personal work and you're showing up to read for people, you'll be on the surface with your clients as well. And there's so much more I could say about that. But anyway, okay, let me pick some cards. So the first person I'm going to read for, let's read for Katrina. Katrina's bombing me with messages. So, hi, Katrina. So, hello, I scattered my mum's ashes today, so it's been a hard day. Oh, I'm so sorry. It is so difficult when we move through grief. It's so hard. And it's horrible. It's difficult, painful. I would love a card, please. Yes, I'd love to give you a card. Let's see what card comes up for Katrina. Smelling that beautiful ylang-ylang. Who loves ylang-ylang? Oh, it's just divine. Divine. Beautiful oil. All right, let's tune into Katrina now. Oh, Katrina. Yes, this is a difficult time for you. This card suggests that you've had to really sort of keep it together, or you felt like you've had to keep it together, like you haven't really fully opened up. And it suggests to me that you have been going through a difficult time. My feeling is that you're not where you currently are right now in your life, in your relationships, is really not true to who you are. And you're kind of putting on a brave face, going through the motions. But really what you're longing for is a new relationship or a new beginning, a fresh start in relationship. You're longing to have, to fall in love again and for your heart to be healed, to feel that connection with love again and self-love. I feel like you have been, it has been rough for you. It has been rough for you. And this card it does suggest the sort of the white lies, trying to sort of tell everybody that you're okay when you're not, when things aren't okay, sort of pretending that they are when they're not. Sometimes life requires that of us, though. I get that, especially if when we're in relationships and we're not ready to have those discussions. Sometimes life does require that of us, and we have to kind of like keep the peace, or just because, it's just not the right time. But this does tell me that you are really wanting some kind of new relationship or a new beginning to your relationship, to fall in love all over again. Be patient, hey? Be patient with yourself, and start planning. Yeah, okay, that is your message. All right. Jody. Hello, Jody, on Instagram. And then I will read for Christ. Then I'll read for, who did I click? Cards, people moving so quickly. I can't keep up. There we go. Oh, I missed that one too. Natalie. Then I'll read for Natalie after I've read for somebody on Instagram. Hi, Jody. Lovely to meet you. I'm so glad you're here. And yeah, I'll just put a link in for my course, hey, into here. For those of you on Instagram, my course is in the bio. Go and have a look in the bio. All right. So, Jody, let's see what the cards have to say for you. I'm going to try and be quicker tonight, hey, because I talk too much. I need to get through more readings, don't I? I need to be a bit quicker. All right, Jody, this is for you. Oh, Jody. Okay. First card I've got for you is, you can see here, this is the High Priestess. The High Priestess, your message is you are psychic. Trust your psychic landscape. If you haven't started doing psychic development classes, this is your nudge to start doing your psychic development classes. When this card comes up in a reading, it really is about learning how to trust your inner world, how to trust your inner being, and to build rapport with your inner self. Notice your dreams. I would even start writing down your dreams. This card tells me that you've been receiving psychic insights or psychic intuitions about your future, especially around what you should be doing in terms of your work, or in terms of your career, or in terms of your purpose. This card tells me that you do need to start gathering the resources, start calling in the supports to help you make this manifest. I believe you are very, very intuitive, and this card tells me that you'll be doing some kind of like intuitive work or work in the sacred arts in some way, shape, or form, whether that be, usually the general thing is people say healing, but healer can be maybe we can use the word healer as an umbrella, because there are many, many different ways that you can step into that kind of role. It could be tarot therapy, for example. It could be spiritual healing, could be Reiki, could be traditional counseling or mainstream psychology. There are many different ways, but you are very intuitive and very psychic. You need to trust the nudges. You're being nudged to gather your resources, to gather all the pieces together. Go and explore and find people that can support you so that you can become what you feel called to do, the messages that you've been receiving from your inner being, from your soul, and so that you can become that. All right, that was your message. Next one is for Natalie. Hi, Natalie Bentley. It's lovely to meet you. I'm so glad you're here. All the love. Everyone, if you're feeling generous, a share would be amazing. I would really appreciate that. If you'd like to do a share, that would be wonderful. Anybody on Instagram, if you feel like doing like a little tag and tagging some of your friends, that would be beautiful. I would really appreciate that. Oh, what's this? Yeah, so, okay. I got confused with something on Instagram. Anyway, you're welcome, Jody. Okay, so Natalie, let's read for Natalie. I need a drink of water. Water, so Australian, water. Need some water. Okay, that's better. Did you hear that? That's better. Better. Try to speak properly. Natalie, okay. Natalie, let's see what we've got for you. Oh, beautiful cards. Oh, Natalie, these are just like goddess cards. Look how gorgeous these cards are that we got for Natalie. Let's start off with the Empress. She is a rite of passage. She's an initiation. All the trump cards are initiations into psychological experiences that we all experience in a lifetime. Demeter is an initiation into the birthing of something new, the birthing of a new project, the birthing of a version of you. My feeling is it's time to start anew, and that you've got something on the precipice of there's something there that's ready to be birthed into reality. When this card comes up, it really is about divine timing. It is about it is about trusting that letting nature take its course and trusting in divine timing. My feeling is that with this card here, the Queen of Pentacles, I think you're longing for a sensual, soulful connection. I get the feeling that you're longing to tap into your sexual nature. Yes, I'm going to talk about that right now. I get the feeling with this card that you're longing to feel into the quality of life. This card really is about choosing quality over quantity. You are seeking a quality relationship or quality relationships that have you feeling valuable, where you're feeling deeply into your self-worth. This is the card of radical self-worth, Natalie, and this is what needs to be cultivated. I feel that you need to step into the goddess within. I feel with this card, you look at how full-figured this woman is. She's full-figured. She's not starving herself. She's not on the fad diets, fasting, doing any of that sort of stuff. She's going to eat the cake. Everyone, eat the cake. Life is too short. Eat the cake and don't deprive yourself of the beautiful experiences that life has to offer you. In the story, her name is Queen Omphale, and she went to market and she saw these slaves being sold at the market, and she saw this one slave, and it was Hercules, and she saw him and she thought, he's hot. I'm going to buy him, not as a fighter, as a lover. So she purchased him and she paid a good price for him, but she didn't care because it was about quality over quantity. She wanted the best and she got the best, and he served her, and he served her well. She was well taken care of. He took care of all of her needs. So where do you need to embrace more of this energy in your life? Where can you embrace more of this kind of self-worth, this like giving yourself the best, not being cheap on yourself? You are a goddess. This is the beginnings. You've got to, like, if you want what you want, you're going to have to give it to yourself, allow yourself to have it. You will have it. There is a divine timing to this, but you've also got to nurture yourself too, allow yourself, invest in yourself so that you can have this beautiful relationship. That is your message. Okay. Next person. Hi, Jess. Yes, I do see you. Do you see me and Mum moving or staying? Let's read for Jess on Instagram, and then we'll read for someone on Facebook. I want to read for Susan on Facebook, but I'm not reading for you yet, Susan. I'm reading for someone on Instagram first. Hi, Jess. Okay, let's see what cards come up for you. Instagram, if you're feeling generous, tagging one of your friends in on this read would be beautiful. I'd really appreciate that. And Facebook, if you feel like sharing, that would be amazing. No pressure, of course, only if you feel called to share. All right, let's read for Jess. Let's see. Jess asked, do you see me and Mum moving or staying? Okay, Jess, I think there's been a bit of a bit of a war. There's been a bit of a tug of war around this. I think there's some conflict around this. My feeling is there will be some movement. Absolutely. I don't believe that you'll stay. I think there'll be movement. Absolutely. And I feel that any kind of, I think it's necessary. There's an elephant in the room, and that elephant in the room needs to be addressed. And that elephant in the room may feel like a betrayal. It may feel like someone has been betrayed, or there might be some betrayal around it. I feel with this card that you've got to be strategic about this move. You have to be, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. So Jess said, Dad suddenly passed away 6 months ago. We both feel ready for a fresh start. I feel that this is that it is a yes, but you've got to be strategic about this. I think there needs to be some strategy around it. And maybe, you know, some of this, the elephant in the room, is still the grief, hey, around the loss of your father. I'm so sorry to read that. It's so difficult when we lose a parent. It's just so painful. And you're in a child, the child within you just breaks. It's heartbreaking. Never forget when I lost my father. It was such I cried like a baby. The first felt like I just lost my daddy. Can't describe it. The pain was like excruciating. It is. It's very painful. Yes, I think it's a good idea, but yeah, I feel there's some conflict around this move. Okay, and I think there'll be some difficulty, and you might feel it might feel like there is some betrayal around the movement, or maybe your mum might feel like she's betraying your dad by moving. There's still some work to do around the heart, around this, but you're going to have to be really strategic around it. So it is a yes. It is a yes, but all in good time, hey? It is a yes, but in good time. Okay, next person. That's right, Susan. Hi, Susan. Lovely to meet you. So glad you're here. Thrilled that you're here. Yes. Thrilled that you're here. So pleased. You're so welcome, Jess. I feel really warm, hey? It's warm tonight. Or is it just spirit and a spirit activity? I've spent, honestly, this week, literally every day just channeling. It's been full on. Saturday was all day just channeling spirit the entire day. And by the end of it, I was wiped out. Went out for dinner with a friend, and then sort of 8 o'clock hit, and I said, I have to go home. I'm out. I have to go home. I couldn't even talk. Nothing left inside of me. I was done, cooked. Incredible week though. Like it blows my mind. I get to work with tarot beginners, people that are, somewhat green, and then, working with tarot graduates as well, with incredible women who are just well experienced, professionals doing. I've got like a graduate supervision group that we meet every month together. And then doing teaching channeling as well, teaching mediumship, and of course doing all the psychotherapy as well. It's just been to walk in my shoes for a week, everyone. Love you to see what my world looks like. It's just I'm walking between worlds. It's amazing. Anyway, and here I am now. So, okay, let's read for Susan. Yeah. Oh, Malik said, I lost my mum in June last year. Oh, I just can't imagine losing my mum. That must have been incredibly hard, and still is hard, I imagine. I don't know how I'm going to cope once my mum passes. I know I will, but I don't want it to happen. That would just makes me cry thinking about it, and I just don't even want to think about it. Dads are special, but mums are super special, hey? They are who birthed you into this reality, and I don't want to think about it. It's going to make me cry thinking about it. Let's not think about that. Okay, so Susan, let's read for you. Oh, beautiful. Aphrodite has come to visit you, Susan. Aphrodite, also known as Venus in astrology, is a planet of leisure and pleasure and love and art and beauty and sensuality and luxury and laziness and massages and drinking from the nectar of life, filling your cup, nourishing your body, fattening yourself up on the most delicious cake, the best, beautiful, luscious, sweet, sugary, chocolatey, beautiful cake. She is the goddess of love, and she is a reminder. She's a reminder to you to start nourishing yourself. Where do you need to nourish your life? Where are you denying yourself of self-love? This card comes up when we are just really like wanting to fall in love, or want to journey, want to sort of wake up heart consciousness, or want to find something that we can be in love with, that can inspire this journey of bringing love back into our reality. I feel with this card that it feels like so you've got this card as well, that the message from Spirit is really about you awakening your purpose, your soul purpose, your true purpose, and what you love to do at a soul level, and being recognized for that. Now, if you haven't already stepped into it, now I know it's psychic work. Again, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling like it's some kind of psychic work. That if you fully nourish your cup with this soul work, with this kind of feminine, the sacred arts, the intuitive arts, that you'll be recognized. You'll be recognized for your contribution. If you haven't started following this path, then this is your nudge to do that, and you will get paid for it too. You will be paid for it if you want to. I mean, I can't force you into it, but this is the message. This is the message from Spirit. Now, you may already be doing this, and this is your confirmation that you're on the right path. If you're not already doing this, this is your nudge. This is your nudge, Susan. Go forth. Let yourself explore the arts. To be honest, I'm going to be completely honest with everyone here, that my background is in psychology. I've worked in psychiatric mental health. I have been involved in mainstream psychology for a number of years. And whilst there was some benefit to that, after I left, well, maybe cut a long story short, after I had my daughter, I ended up with having PTSD and chronic anxiety. I was really unwell. I was really, really unwell, and I didn't turn to all the mainstream training that I had. I went alternative. I went and had hypnotherapy. I started opening to channel again. I started connecting in with the sacred arts. And it was the hypnotherapy, and I kid you not, and it was all of the sacred arts, stepping into my intuitive work and feeling into Spirit, and finding that faith and that hope and that connection to something greater than myself that healed me. 100%. And I was so unwell at the time, I kid you not, I was so unwell that after I had my daughter, the psychiatrist at King Edward Hospital had suggested that I go on some kind of pharmaceutical, some kind of antidepressant, and also lorazepam, and a cocktail of antidepressants and Valiums, benzos. I chose not to because I was so unwell at the time, but maybe not unwell. So unwell at the time, I thought it was going to poison me. So I had it in my head that I was going to heal myself naturally, and I believed, but yet I hadn't seen anybody do that who had been psychiatric, had psychiatric issues. I didn't know anybody that had, but I did it. And it was amazing. It was like, I look back now and I'm absolutely in awe of what I was able to achieve. I was so unwell. But it's changed my life. I will never underestimate the power of the sacred arts or the intuitive arts and connection to Spirit. It has, if you work with someone who has the capacity to hold space. Hi, Shannon, like people like Shannon Valance. I was just about to mention you. That have the capacity to hold space, a container where you can actually go deep, where it's safe for you to go deep without trying to pathologize you. So much healing can occur, and yes, it is you can't expect it to happen overnight either. Really, it was a good 4 years of me doing personal journey work for me to finally overcome the anxiety. It was so crippling. I was determined though, and so I bring all of that training, all of that learning, everything that I learned in that time, I bring that into my course, and I know how powerful this work can be when used professionally, ethically, and when we incorporate the spiritual and intuitive and sacred arts into our work. It's profound. It is profound. I'm living proof that you can recover without any medications, without mainstream psychology. Yes. Anyway. Okay. So who am I going to read for now? Um, hmm. Yeah, Donna, it's got to the point where I don't have to manage it anymore because it's not, I have what's called like a healthy anxiety, like everybody else. It's not something where I wake up and I'm struggling to function, where it's not like a residual hum that sits in the background of my experience anymore. It's not there anymore. It's not like that. I've recovered from PTSD and chronic anxiety. I've recovered. I've recovered completely. It doesn't control my life anymore like it used to. And it had me on edge, volatile, on edge. At any moment, I could burst into tears or, go from 0 to 100 in stress and anger. It's not like that anymore. I'm just, yeah. But anyway, it's hard to believe. I know it's hard for some people to believe because we're so conditioned by mainstream psychology. And of course, because it's how do you measure? How do you measure the invisible, the unseen? How do you measure that? And even in mainstream psychology, there's a lot of the empirical evidence in terms of what therapies work are based on cognitive psych, because it's the only thing they can measure. It's the only thing they're able to measure. We can only get empirical evidence around that. And it's not enough. It's not enough. It is not enough anyway. Okay. Who am I going to read for now? After all of that, the sermon. Oh. I'm going to come to Instagram in a minute, but I'll read for Ruthie. Hi, Ruthie. Hello. Lovely to see you and lovely to meet you. Oh, your twin flame blocked you last week after 9 years. Oh, I'm so sorry, Ruth. That's a message, hey, that person is not for you. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to let go, isn't it? Hard to let go of someone, but it's a blessing in disguise. It is a blessing in disguise. And sometimes, I think of that reminds me of the Tower card. When the truth comes out, if someone's blocking you, if they block you, it's a pretty big sign, hey? Like, you can't miss that one. They're probably not your twin flame. They're probably not whatever you see as being a twin flame is somebody that you're supposed to be. That's what I get the vibe, that somebody that you're supposed to be with for the rest of your life. They're probably not that. If they're blocking you, it's a no. So you kind of have to respect that, hey? You've got to respect that it's just not going to happen. So if you've gone back to this, this reading, the collective reading might be very relevant for you, actually, because one of the cards that came up was the Judgment card, which was about cutting ties to the past and clearing karmic relationships, like scissors, cutting ties. And it's probably time for that with this. I mean, that's a clear sign. It's it is the flag is there. The red flag is flagging. Move on. It's time to move on, Ruthie. Let me pick a card for you. Let's see. Okay. So you've been called to focus on work, focus on your projects or work projects, because there is an opportunity for you. And I don't know if you've thought about what's the word? Going for new employment. I don't know if you've just had an interview recently or you've been applying for new roles. This tells me that you're going to get that new role. So there's a new opportunity, a new job opportunity coming up for you if you want it. You've got to say yes to it. It's definitely there for you. And yes, and you'll have to make a decision around that. I would encourage you to focus on your career and start to get focused on that. If you say yes, it will be a wish come true. It'll be the best thing that could ever happen to you. And I would encourage you to focus on, to get your mind elsewhere, put your mind elsewhere. You've been called to focus on your career, focus on what you want in your career, because you will get an opportunity that will have you feeling so excited about life, like a wish come true. You'll feel fulfilled. You'll feel like you found something that really fulfills your heart. So go forward and start applying for those new roles. Okay, that's your message. All right, so someone on Instagram, I am Magda Magda. Hello, Magda. Took me a while. Instagram's so bizarre. Nothing against anybody on Instagram, but you know how everybody's names always look a bit weird. They take me a while to work out what people's names are. Yes, Joe, I'll do a reading for you too. So I am Magda. Magda, yes, love to read for you. Are you still here, Magda, before I read for you? And then I would, I don't do health guidance, Shikara. I think if there's issues with health that you probably should speak to a professional that deals with health issues. I'm not in a position, and I'm not a professional around health issues. My background is in psychology, not physical health issues. And probably Facebook is probably not the best place. If there is some serious health issue there, I would probably go to someone that can help you in that area. So no, I don't do health questions. Unethical. It's unethical, people. Unethical. As any tarot therapist, unless you've got some kind of medical background, do not give medical advice, health advice. Don't do it. Christ. Yeah. Anyway, okay. So I'll read for Natalie. Hi, Natalie. I'll read for you in a minute, but first of all, I want to read for, is Magda still there? Magda, you need to let me know if you're still there. Otherwise, I'm going to move to Joe. Please put a yes in there. I'm going to give you another minute, whilst not even a minute, 30 seconds. And then otherwise, I'll read for Joe. Yeah. Oh, whilst I quickly wait for her, I just had the most beautiful morning. I went and did a sound healing session. Now, I'm a fusspot when it comes to sound healings. I generally think they're pretty standard. I was going to say shit. They're not shit, but I think they're pretty standard. Everybody can ting a bowl. We can all do it. Less is more. That's the key to bowls. Less is more. Don't go too fucking heavy-handed. Just nice and gentle, and less is more. Anybody can do that. It doesn't take a genius to do that. But this sound session is really the person who runs this. Her name's Ruth. It's her voice. She is the sound healing, not the bowls, not the drum, it's her voice. It's just ethereal, and her toning is just beautiful. It's amazing. And there are plenty of sound people out there that think they can sing, and they're so off tune and it sounds off, but you say nothing. You lie there and go, oh, that's nice. Shit, that was a bit off. You don't say anything, right? But Ruth is amazing. Frequency DJ. I thoroughly enjoy my sessions. Love going there just for me. I happened to pick a spot today that I thought I want to sit across the other side of the room. I really wanted to be in my own space, and it happened to be that the two people that were supposed to be there couldn't turn up for whatever reason. So I had my own space. There was no one around me. It was lovely. Loved it. It was amazing. Oh, hi, Ruth. Oh, you're so welcome. It was beautiful. I've just been feeling Isis all day. I've just been feeling so connected to her. I'm wanting to wear ylang. I'm pouring that all over my body, just soaking myself in it, feeling so connected. Look, I've got her in the back. Oh, you can't see it. I've got her in the background. I haven't lit that for ages. Yeah, there's Ruth, everyone. There she is. There's Ruth. Go and follow her. If you're in Perth, go and follow her. Honestly, I know I'm being a bit of a bitch, but on the whole, most sound healings are shit. They are. Well, they're not special. That's all. It's not nice, is it? But I'm being real. They're just, this is not a dime a dozen. This is beautiful. It's magical. More people need to know about her. And lucky for me, she keeps running them on the weekends that I don't have my kid. I feel like it's meant to be. I'm just meant to be there. So grateful. I was thinking today, I bet the next one will be when I've got Selena. And then I thought maybe I should bring my kid with me. She'll have to bring Slothy. With her cuddly toy. She's 11. She's got Slothy. She can bring Slothy with her and come and lie down next to me. I bring a pillow with her and she can come and lie down next to me. Oh, no, I won't be able to because she's got horse riding. No, that's not going to happen. I just hope it's not on that weekend, hey? Anyway, all right, moving on. So I'm reading for Joanne, Christ, I keep calling Jo. I wonder if she never gets offended, but I keep calling her Jo. It's Joanne. So sorry. Joanne. Too many Joes. I'm connected with so many Joannes. Joanne Sash. They all shorten their name for Jo, but Joanne does not. It's Joanne. Joanne. Isn't this nothing? We're just going to quickly say this. I'm just going to quickly say this. There's nothing worse. I cannot stand it. Cannot stand it when someone calls me hun, love, dear, or they message me and say, how much is your reading, hun? It's so rude. It's really important to call people by their first name. I think it's a sign of respect. When my clients come into my sessions, I don't go, hi, hun, hi, love. It's rude. Don't like it. It's really condescending. Just saying that. There you go. Just said it. All right, Jo, this is for you. Joanne. Christ. Fuck. Joanne. All right, here we go. Oh, all right. Now, Joanne, I've got to say this to you. You should just let me call you Jo. I think it's just coming out naturally. But anyway, look what we've got. Lover's card and the Magician, 2 major cards. So this tells me that you've got, there's an opportunity. There's an opportunity to explore relationship again. Now, I don't think this has got anything to do with work. I'm just saying, okay? You need to get back in the game. This is an opportunity to explore another relationship. Now, of course, this card, the Lover's card, doesn't always mean the perfect relationship, okay? To be honest, the Lover's card really is about looking at, it teaches us about our unconscious material and how we might project that into the relationship and how the other might be projecting their unconscious material in the relationship. And our job is to become conscious of that. So this is the card of coming into relationship with our baggage. And learning to, well, understanding when conflict comes up in a relationship, looking at ourselves and looking at where that might come from, what part of yourself or what childhood developmental need are you trying to have corrected in that relationship? Because, ultimately, to be honest, we all go into relationship hoping that the next one is going to be the most healing relationship that's not going to be like the one that we had before. We're hoping that the new partner is going to be the one that's going to, come in and be different to the others. But really, the key is you coming in and being different to how you were before in your last relationship. So this is the card of learning about relationships and learning to look beyond the surface. So there is a choice. There is a choice, Joanne. So get back into the ring. Get back into the ring, right? There is a choice. There'll be options for you. And the option will be short-term or long-term, and you've got to trust the signs. You've got to trust Hermes. Hermes is like a personal guide. And he's about trusting the signs and the obvious ones. The obvious ones. Look for the red flags, the obvious red flags and the obvious green flags. The ones that we just go, sometimes when the hot guy comes or the hot girl, rocks up and you the flags, the red flags they're I'm not going to name things, but look for the flags, okay, Jo? Just, trust the signs. You're being led. You're being nudged. Don't ignore the signs. Don't ignore the signs. Okay, that's your message. Sorry, it's got nothing to do with work and everything to do with love. That's what I wanted, everyone. I wanted the love reading, and I didn't get one today. Although, hey, Ruth, at your session, Ruth, I pulled the cards, the cards on the thing. I pulled the, I'll give you a reading, Ruth, for sure. I pulled the, what's the card I pulled? The soulmate one. It wasn't soulmate. It said spouse or something like that. I'm looking around going, where? Must be showing up soon, hey? Do you think it was a sign? Yeah. So then I was hoping today I was going to do the energy report was going to be about that today, more about that. I've got nothing. It's all about clearing my karma, clearing our karma. Anyway, okay. So Natalie, I haven't read for you that yet, and then I'll read for Ruth. Okay, Natalie, this is for you. Oh, beautiful cards. Natalie, okay, the first card that I've got for you is be open to receive. I think you're the kind of person that loves to give. And maybe you do that from a place of wanting to be loved or wanting to be accepted. But this is the card of opening to receive, not just from others, but opening to receive the abundance of spirit, opening to receive love, allowing yourself to receive. This tells me that there's a blessing coming your way. There's a surprise coming your way, something that you hadn't anticipated, an offering of some sort, a gift of some sort. And it is about being valuable, that you need to value your worth. Say yes when it shows up. Now, I don't know what this is going to be. I've got no idea, but it tells me that there's going to be some recognition. It'll give you that sense of self-worth, that you're finally being recognized. There is an offer, there's an offering, there's something coming your way, whether it be a windfall of money or a job offer or something where there's an acknowledgement, and you're being called to say yes, open to receive. It'll give you, it's like a bit like a new start, but not. It's not a new start. It's like another opportunity or something. There's a door that opens up for you, and you get offered an offering. And don't be too, like, you give so much. You give so much. Let yourself have this. Let yourself have it. This isn't a surprise that's showing up. So either it's showed up like it already has, and you're going, oh yeah, that's that thing, or it's on its way very, very soon. That is your message. Okay, where's Ruth? Where is she? This is our girl. This is who she is. If you're in Perth, this is who you want to see for sound healing. She's the real deal. Go and visit her. Go and like her page, and then I better get in. Hey Ruth, I better book my seat pretty quickly before people all jump in, and then there'll be no room for me. Yeah. Anyway, all right. Let's read for Ruth. Okay. Let's see what cards come up for Ruth. All right, let's have a look. Oh, Ruth. Hey, this was, I don't know if you saw the beginning of the tarot report. This card came up at the very beginning. This is a very karmic card, everyone. This is karma. This is about clearing karma, evolving your karma. This is about facing the ghosts of the past and finally cutting ties to things or situations or people that no longer serve you. Sometimes it is about karmic relationships, people that cross your path, that are from other lives, other timelines, where you're healing. There's something to be learned and to heal with this relationship. And it is bringing up potentially parts of yourself that you haven't fully owned up to yet. And doesn't have to be negative, right? These are like rejected parts of yourself. When this card comes up, it is a very, very healing card. This is about having the psychological resilience and the emotional resilience to be able to look more deeply at what has happened. It's kind of like an assessment of what has taken place over the last couple of years, and to see where you are now. And you are reaping the rewards of the hard work that you've done. There'll also be the things that you think, I could have done better, I wish I hadn't done this, or I wish I'd maybe had done this bit differently. And that's okay. We've all got lessons to learn, hey? So this card is in preparation for a new beginning, a new chapter, and it's a pretty exciting card, but it is about cutting some ties, like clearing karma. It is about karmic clearing, and it is a great card because it does suggest that you begin to reap what you've sown. So there's good juju in this card as well. Okay, the other card that I've got for you is the Magician. We all love Hermes. Hermes, he's in astrology. Hermes represents Mercury, and Mercury is a messenger. Mercury is Zeus's messenger. And Zeus is the planet Jupiter. Jupiter is the planet of expansion and growth, and how we resource ourselves and others, how we supersize our life. And Hermes is his messenger. So he's sending messages to you about where you can expand in your own current services and what you could be doing to expand your soul work. There are new paths. There's a new path that's opening up to you, and you're being called to direct all of your energy energy towards that, to bring your energy towards that and start making manifest on that path. Start playing with the energy. When this card comes up, it is about having like signs that kind of hit you in the face, but you sort of like you start thinking, oh, it's too obvious, so it can't be. It's just too obvious. So I don't know, it's like, how many times do you need to see those, those angel numbers, or how many, literally, this is like Hermes will send you signs that smack you in the face that you can't miss it. So it might be the song on the radio. It could be the feather that keeps falling from the sky, or maybe it's the message that people keep telling you. People keep saying these things to you, and yeah, this is about trusting the inner guidance that you're receiving from Mercury. Now, here's the thing about Mercury, Hermes, is that he's not very what's the word I want to use? He doesn't discriminate. Like he'll just drop the message in, and then you've got to interpret it. You've got to make meaning of it. He doesn't care how it lands. He doesn't give a shit how it lands. So sometimes it may land harshly, where you think, fuck, it's a bit harsh, but Mercury wants you to make meaning of that message. It's up to you to make meaning of it, and to trust it, to trust yourself, to trust your instincts. So usually when this card comes up, it is about beginning, at a crossroads, and the potential of beginning a new chapter, a new pathway opening up for you. So that's your message, Ruth. All right, everyone, you know what's on, don't you? Does everybody know what's on? It's maths, right? Maths is on, and I've got nothing else going on in my life, so I need a bit of maths. That's where I'm going now. So I'm sending you all so much love. Have a beautiful week and have a beautiful evening. Don't forget, hey, I've only got two spots left for my 9-month tarot. So proud of that course. It's an amazing course. It is high end. You are going to get the best of the best from one of the best tarot therapists. All of my students become incredible leaders in tarot therapy. We are, it is high end training. You're not going to get anything like this anywhere else. And of course, I'm gifting you with so many gifts. There's $2,300 worth of gifts in the course. There you go. Only 2 seats left. Only 2 seats left. And yes, you can pay monthly. It doesn't have to be all paid up front. Would love to see you on the course. Okay, I'm sending you all the love. Have a beautiful evening, everyone. Thank you so much for supporting me and stopping by. I really appreciate it. And I hope you have an amazing week. I'll be back. I'm always back. Take care. Take care, everyone. All the love. All the love.